Welcome back to Plague Tale. So yeah, we have a whole slew of Inquisition soldiers. So time to make good use of our alchemy. All right, let's start with this guy who did the brilliant thing of isolating himself from all the others. There we go. And look at that. This guy is carrying a lantern, but there's no rats around, so there's not really much point in breaking his lantern. Let's just concentrate on killing him. Again, it's a good thing these soldiers aren't very organized in their patrols. This guy is literally just here, right here on this corner, alone, with no one to help him if he gets struck from behind, like that. There you go. Let's search the body. Nothing on him. Fuck. Alright. If it helps you, Jova, the rats are going to only increase in size as the game moves on.
That's supposed to help how exactly?
Well, no, it's because you were asking about where the rats were, so...
Yeah, so them increasing in size absolutely helps.
Well, that's why I said if. But anyway, alright, more. Let's see. Alright, come over here. Get closer. Closer. Ah, come on.
Also so that you don't look blurry.
I guess that's the end of his patrol. Okay, so I guess that guys are going to be a bit tough to handle. Well, for now, let's just move on. Oh, and we found another one who's conveniently on his own. So, and he's not even carrying a helmet or anything. So, goodbye.
See, like it just immediately turns off
like
that.
Indeed. Alright, this guy has a helmet. But he's... Let's see. Oh, there's also some stuff that I could get there, but... So, let's try and go through here. Actually, do I search the other guy that I just killed? I don't think I do. Okay.
Look at that, our party is growing.
Indeed. And there we go. A cord and 2 alcohol. Alright. Oh. And that guy over there is apparently searching shit too. And doesn't seem like there's anybody watching him. So potentially we could kill him while he searches stuff. Oh shit.
What?
Whew. Nah, you saw nothing, dude.
Oh, forget it.
Yeah. Forget it. You didn't see anything. Alright. Alright. As for what you guys were talking about in terms of Alien Free, in the previous part, I have a question about that. Who the hell thought it was a good idea to trust what was at the time one of the most popular sci-fi franchises to literally a guy who's never directed a movie before? I mean,
to be fair, everyone's got to start somewhere, and we have seen cases where this does actually work out.
Well, I mean, that's the thing, though. I've always been rather hesitant to give a relative newbie to film directing a massive franchise to handle, but Fincher ended up with an even faster case. That was his very first movie.
It's because
okay, look, like I will say this: there are some cases where it definitely does not turn out well because, well, no duh. On the other hand, there are cases also where it can be done well. I definitely think it's a more case-to-case basis. Now, mind you, is the caveat, though. If it is a newbie, they do have a lot, and I do mean a lot more to attribute to on this here and there. Now, to be fair, from what I hear about the development of this movie, even if, flipping Ridley Scott had come back for this movie still would have been a mess. So, this is one of those cases where I don't attribute the problems to this with Fincher being a newbie. Now, for something that's different, let's look at something like Eternals, which had the first time that director was ever doing a superhero movie. And admittedly, for kind of petty reasons on Disney's part, but ignoring all that, that movie is more a problem that I can attribute to the director definitely not being a good fit for the superhero genre in that regard. Granted, it's also the fact that they tried to fit way too much into that movie, but that is an example of somebody not familiar with the genre not doing it well. Whereas
I have my own feelings in regards to Eternals going in, because that film credits the same person for writing twice.
Weird as that is.
He wrote the movie, but then he wrote it again. Maybe the first script got accidentally lost, so that he had to. Could you write the script entirely again?
Can you write it again, Chloe? But I can't remember everything.
You know the sad thing? That sort of thing actually has happened before in movies. Movie development can be flippin' weird with just all the stuff that can go wrong. 1 minute you've got a whole draft, next it is completely rewritten. And in some cases, like with Cool World, sometimes the entire script is rewritten without the guy who's in charge having any knowledge of it until the first day of filming. Yeah, Ralph Bakshi was not happy about that. Holy cow.
Indeed.
So again, with Alien Free, don't not get me wrong. I don't think they were doing themselves any favors getting a newbie. But at the end of the day, I wouldn't blame that movie's failures on Fincher being a movie. From what I understand, the man legit did try his best with what he was given and all that, and he just really got dealt one of the worst hands possible between executive manhandling, Sigourney Weaver having those caveats with her conditions for coming back, and again, whoever's dumb idea it was with the script of that movie.
Yeah.
Actually, who was the writer of Alien Free?
Let me see. Well, there were four writers. Story by Vincent Ward, screenplay by the producers David Giller and Walter Hill, and Larry Ferguson.
Because nothing screams great sequel idea like, I'm gonna kill everyone who you were rooting for to survive in the second movie. And not even like midway, I mean right at the start of the movie.
Maybe that's where but that's the thing that I wonder, that bit in Dark Fate, I wonder if that was their inspiration.
Which is ironic because James Cameron reportedly hated how Alien Free went because of doing that very stuff. Which again does go back to my feeling that I am really not entirely sure just who was calling the shots on Terminator Dark Fate. Like, how much James Cameron was actually involved at the end of the day with that one. Because again, with how involved he is, it would contradict just why he was upset with Alien Free for, doing pretty much what Terminator Dark Fate did.
So yeah, when you get to this part of the section, I do actually recommend winging it, because at this point you can try to tackle down some of the other ones so you can get some more rewards in the places that they're guarding. However, it might also be wise to just not to risk too much and just go ahead, especially if you're playing on the hard difficulty. For now, let's just see if we can get something here. There you go. The guy's on the other side of the cart, so he didn't see us. So, since we're almost there, so might as well wing it at this point and just try to avoid the guys. Alright, hold on. Let's wait for this guy to move to the other side. Come on, turn around. No, there's nobody. There you go. Alright, now with him turned around, we can get these things here real quick. There we are. And now we're at the point I feel like this is probably where I do wing it, I think. Oh no, I think I'm going to... Yeah, in a moment. Let's just wait for him to turn around again, and yeah, by this point. Alright, let's go.
Nearly there. The portcullis is down. There's always a side entrance. Let's get out of here. Come on. Go ahead. So kind of you, Your Highness.
Okay.
Alright, should be smooth sailing from here.
Go on, get moving.
What are you going
Or
to
not.
do to me? Careful.
Oh, look at that. There you go, Joe. We found Lucas.
Arriving soon with fresh supplies.
Yeah, I
Take you
noticed.
to the Inquisition bastion in town.
Amicia, do you have any differences?
Freeze, you're all under arrest.
Go on. Knock his helmet off.
Sorry, I'm stupid.
Just be
You're
careful
about
not
to
to
get
hit
beat by a bunch of
Lucas.
kids.
Kids with alchemy, Shiroi. There we go.
I'm so glad to see you again.
I wonder what happens if you accidentally hit Lucas with that stuff.
I don't think there's friendly fire in this game.
Then there was a huge explosion. Boom! And then we went to Melly's house. She said lots of bad words.
I heard that. And what about you?
Yeah.
How are you? Can we talk while we run? Or we can sit down with some wine and some roast chicken and wait for them to come and kill us? What do you reckon? You're right. Let's get going.
Yeah,
The chateau shouldn't be far now.
let's wait till we're in a safer place.
It's not far to
Yeah,
get.
I'm
Also,
guessing.
about what you said about a reward.
Seems like
I'm guessing this game follows the logic in some big budget movies where if they're speaking, where if foreign characters are speaking in their natural accent, but they're talking to us, the audience, in English, and they're just talking to someone of their fellow nationality, we could just assume they're speaking their own language to each other.
Well, all these characters right now are French, so it is possible that that's the case, Dibs, yes.
It's a
Yeah.
product of Ignifer. Luminosa. You throw it into a pile of rats and... Anyway, you'll see. Here, take it.
Alright then, let's try it.
Oh, here are the rats.
Luminosa! You can now craft the Luminosa and let's see what it does. Creates a powerful source of light, eliminating rats. Alright, let's try it.
Luminosa.
My eyes sting.
And we set them on fire.
Yeah, in terms of French-made media, because I say that because the French practically invented one of the biggest forms of media.
Film.
I've only ever seen a few films, and even then, I think I've seen more cartoons made in France than films, like Galactic Football, for example.
Well, you saw The Artist. That's a movie made by a Frenchman.
That's two off the top of my head, maybe a few. I think I might have seen.
Look up Federico Fellini. He's regarded as the greatest French filmmaker.
Plus, I've seen other good things about other French made cartoons. Like I've heard decent things about Mac Fu, although I haven't seen it yet.
Mm-hmm.
You up.
Alright.
Basically, Dwebs, all of those cartoons that we see in David Cage's games that are much better than the actual games, they're really good. Yeah, there's a good they're all from the French Animation Institute.
Aqueduct.
Melly, where's your brother?
Like I've seen actually no, the Asterix films I've seen. Asterix not even French, is it? It's Belgian.
Actually, no, Asterix actually is French. It's Tintin that's Belgian.
Okay.
Well spotted.
Because yeah, there is a difference.
Yeah.
Climb up.
I've seen. What was Madeline? A French movie, or was it just like an American one?
Madeline, yes. Yes, Madeline is French, yes.
I know the whole thing is French. Just wondering if the film was.
I think so?
Laurentius
Anyway,
I mean,
hold
it
on.
was directed by an American. So.
alchemist's trick. Gold is born from lead. The door shall only reveal itself to the one who has the key. Something like that.
I prefer use your eyes before using your Who's going first?
Nice one. Amicia?
Come on then. We've
Okay,
come this
then.
far. That's my girl.
The path before us. Enter the aqueduct. Alright, and here we are. Ooh, look at that.
Oh, wow.
Not bad.
Is that the sea?
No, it's water that's collected underground. Hey, there's a pontoon.
People used to use this place. We're on the right track.
Alright then. Time to cross the lake. So yeah, think of Luminosa as this game's equivalent of grenades.
And the chateau? Where is it?
Well, if you want to know, we'll have to get across first.
Luminosa sounds like the kind of name they would give to a Harry Potter spell. Since they always use Latin words. So... remind me, Liz, what's the name of the spell in Harry Potter that allows you to do that thing with the wand where it serves as a flashlight?
Lumos.
Lumos, that's it. Yeah.
Lumos.
I guess they thought that luminosa, which also means lighting. I'm guessing they thought it was a bit too long of a word for that purpose. I don't know.
Well, I think Rowling has always based her magic spell words off Latin.
All right then.
Just said it differently.
I'm not sure about all of them. Like, Avada Kedavra is literally based off of Abracadabra.
Ha, funny. Abracadabra, the most kid-friendly spell in the world, is in another medium used to kill people.
Yes.
I believe that was meant to be the irony of it.
Because there are a lot
Huh.
of things living in it.
They must be very cold.
Once, Father took us to the lake at Tours, and I slipped and fell in the water. It was so cold, it made me cry.
I would have cried too.
Your boat awaits.
Shall I get in?
Yes, Hugo, get in. I hope they can swim.
At least you know the water is habitable.
Hold on tight. There you go.
Whoa. I can't see any fish.
Oh, that's because of the monster.
What? A monster?
Of course. The underground lakes are magical. Huge, ancient monsters hide in their depths. And watch out, they're very hungry.
No, they're not. And if there were monsters, we'd see some big bubbles.
You got me.
Mummy used to say that monsters are just those things to...
Just those things to which we have never given a name. She told me that too.
I would quite like to see a monster, actually.
Right, this is where we get off.
Oh, it was too quick.
I know, but it's someone else's turn now.
Okay. Yeah, like Amisha said, now we need to get Lucas and Melly across.
There are no monsters here, but there might be a whale.
A whale is big, you know.
Yes, but a little one.
Why not? A shy whale that doesn't want to show itself.
It's shy because it's small, but I'm sure it's pretty.
All right.
Over to you! We're coming! It's alright. You can let go.
Okay then. There we are.
Don't put water much, that's all.
Listen, I'm sorry I lied to you. I thought that Amicia and Hugo might die, and I was scared.
Forget it.
Sort of remember Styx from King's Quest
But anything that
6.
takes my fancy at the castle is mine.
Well, at least Melly is understanding about the whole thing with Lucas, so that's nice.
Don't touch the water, guys, or else you'll go numb.
Well, with apologies all around, so let's just move on.
And then as soon as they get on the boat, the cave starts collapsing in on them.
Ah, closed. Not for long.
This is a job for Melly, maybe? Yeah.
The way she moved then, I thought instead of picking the lock, she'd kick it down.
There you go. Of course. I hadn't missed them a bit. What is this?
Holy shit, an entire hole full of them. Oh, thanks,
Now
Luke.
they will all burn.
Thanks, Lucas.
Sorry, was this supposed to be the safe chateau?
Well, we're not quite at the chateau yet, but don't worry, Jova, you'll see.
Like a castle.
In this case, safe.
Believe it or not, Jova, the chateau kind of has a anti-mice prevention measure, but you'll see. You'll see when we get there.
See,
Yes,
at least they're down there, and we're up here.
Lucas, let's take a look.
Right, Melly. While the boys are daydreaming, we should get going.
Who built this?
But I'm the only boy. Oh wait, there's the other guy too, so okay.
So yeah, while the boys
This
are
made you go unintentionally roast Lucas third ribs.
so yeah, while the boys are checking all that stuff, the girls will take care of our escape route. But first, let's listen to what they're saying.
Well, someone had to have trapped them in that hole.
Alright, so the idea here is that we move this thing so that we can force the mice into the deeper hole in the center. So yeah, clearly someone fixed up this place to be made specifically to get rats trapped, basically. So yeah, so basically that's the basic idea of this place, Jova. They have some thingamajigs that help keep rats at bay, basically.
Climb up. I'll help you. Yeah.
There you go, another cue from Last of Us. There you go. Cord. All right, let's see.
It's kind of nice that you don't have to be all that close to a collectible for like it to register.
No, it works pretty much like in Last of Us, Shiroi. It's like that in that game too. Like usually these kinds of games are like that, Shiroi. Like I can't really remember any game of this at this particular genre that really requires you to be all that super close to the collectible. At least
I'm not entirely familiar with this genre. As a
Sure,
whole, so-
sure. No. But the game is these games are usually designed that way specifically, so that it's much faster to just go around and just collect them quickly, basically.
Mhm.
Come on. Cross over, you two.
All right. Now let's push these guys into the hole.
Yep. If they should have just done this instead of playing his instrument, you should just have fire on them.
You can't fault us.
There you go. Now they're all trapped in that bottom in that deeper hole, and they can't get out.
What's stopping them from making like a rat esque ladder of themselves?
Okay, I don't think the rats are quite capable of thinking that one up.
I mean,
Besides,
it's literally no. I mean, it's a thing even zombies do. Literally just crawling atop each other until someone hops over.
Have like a
bit
tidal
this.
wave of rats just
Not
fly
Takeshi.
over here.
But it's not Takeshi's castle.
But what if it was?
Well, I mean, then we'd have Craig Charles making rat jokes.
Another door. Maybe it's the right one.
That would certainly disturb the tone of this game.
It'd be funny though.
All
Oh
right,
yes.
one more door.
Melly, need a little help here. On my way. Come on. I'm starting to get fed up of all these doors.
That's hypothetical though. I mean, I am a guy who's also very critical of how the MCU handles its tone. So,
And-
maybe I should
It really
advocate.
exists.
And there is the
So is that
castle.
supposed to be the same? Oh no,
Sha-
it's not the Chateau d'If.
Chateau d'Ombrage.
That's the sort of alchemist's legend I like. Come on, let's take a closer look.
The music is very, very comforting right now.
Mhm.
Yes,
Is there
absolutely.
any mention of Cagliostro? It's talking about alchemists.
Alright. Oh, could you handle that, Melly?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, sometimes you'll actually find optional doors for collectible and stuff, and then you'll have to ask Melly to open them. In the meantime, we found ourselves a collectible.
It doesn't smell very good.
A good remedy is a remedy that stinks. Huh, you're not wrong.
Yeah, a lot of medicine is gross.
Alright, let's take a look at it. Vinegar of the Four Thieves. There is a particularly widespread legend of four thieves who found a way to plunder contaminated houses without being struck by evil themselves. When they were finally stopped, the robbers were promised not to be burned at the stake if they revealed all their secret. They agreed, making the details of their mysterious recipe public, and were hanged on the spot. The effectiveness of the recipe remains highly questionable.
Yeah, I mean, I won't want to drink anything with a skeleton on it. That's just... There's so many red flags.
In the meantime, I have plenty of salpaters, so I guess we're done here. Moving on. Alright, we're almost there. Great!
I don't see how.
Oh!
Did you see that?
The lightning bolt. They're afraid of lightning. Let's try it.
Of course.
Alright. Now!
No, run! This is crazy.
There we are.
As
we
opposed to
don't have
everything
another
else, which
choice.
has just been insane.
Again.
So yeah, the game does actually do a good job in... Oh, no.
Don't worry, Hugo.
Yeah. The game actually does do a good job in coming up with unique ways of handling the rats throughout the course of it. Again,
Yeah.
we come up with various different types of alchemy stuff like the luminoids or something like that. We also now have this lightning gimmick. So the game does a good job in making sure that the rat dealing with the rats doesn't become a routine. And there you go.
That should help.
Let's just light some more ignifer and get these materials. And I could go now, but I don't want to risk it. Let's wait. There you go. Let's go.
This is it. Come on, come on.
There we are.
Not yet, not yet, not
It's
yet.
cool that they change up the pace with the rat mechanic.
There we are. And now.
Come on, we're gonna make it. I'll give you a hand.
Right.
Come on, Melly. Don't swear so much. There's a 5-year-old among us.
Alright. Did we make it?
Yeah, watch your fucking
Yeah,
language.
yeah, we're running away from a plague, rats, and everyone trying to catch us. But the most important thing to remember is not to swear.
Remember, Hugo even noticed though that he said, "Oh, yeah, Melly said a lot of bad words."
Whoa. It's even bigger from here.
Let's get in. Come on.
I love how each of us noticed weird priority, weird order of priorities in video games. That reminds me of when I got a game over in Space Invaders Invasion Day. The newspaper said the Earth has been invaded, and they said game over, and Pedro pointed it out, like saying, "Oh, the Earth's been invaded, but the most important part is that the game is over."
Oh no! That's the one I did with. The one I usually do is with Deadly Premonition when you get killed and it says investigation failed. Yeah, I died, but the most important thing is that the investigation was a failure. All right. All right. See you for the next part, everybody.
So yeah.
See ya.
See ya.